Lights are flashing. They're racing, and a good line away as well. Bushfire Blonde jumped very quickly for Pike, and so did Not Afraid, and gathering speed is Dawn Armada with On Your Head. Scandal Maker also rushing over. I'm Icy a little wide, settling down. Lord Ludlow getting back on the inside soon after with Bushfire Blonde, had also drifted back, and Tonka Tough with those. Then Prince Turbo, and last is Reverend John. They go into the far corner with 850 left to go to the side. Dawn Armada led narrowly from Scandal Maker, who's going up there to have a peep outside the pacemaker. 1.5 Flower of Scotland over on the outside of Not Afraid. I'm Icy is next, tramping 3 deep, 650 to go from On Your Head, ridden along. Further back is Tonka Tough. Lord Ludlow's over near the rail, and the last trio, Bushfire Blonde, who's back in company with Prince Turbo and Reverend John. Around the corner they come, and Scandal Maker, which has been parked, races up, gets about a neck to Dawn Armada. Flower of Scotland called upon, followed by I'm Icy, which had to quickly get around its heels, followed further back behind them then by Lord Ludlow, who's closer towards the rail, and here's Tonka Tough. It's winding up down the outside with 150 to go. Tonka Tough ranged up, grabbed Flower of Scotland. They beat off I'm Icy. Tonka Tough ahead, Flower of Scotland fighting tooth and nail, but Tonka Tough too good. Tonka Tough beat a brave Flower of Scotland. I'm Icy 2 lengths behind them, third, followed home by Reverend John. A big run from the back with Bushfire Blonde, Lord Ludlow, Prince Turbo all in a group. Then Dawn Armada, On Your Head, well back, Scandal Maker, and Not Afraid cut up to run last. So that's a treble for Sean McGruddy. He racks up a treble here in 6 races. A big day for Shooter McGruddy. 6 Tonka Tough, which was down in class today, continues a really good run for trainer Brad Graham. He's enjoying a lovely last fortnight, and Tonka Tough adds to the stable's good fortunes. Ridden by Sean McGruddy, birding home the 3rd leg of a treble, and back from 7s into 550. Again, they've pretty much in an open race identified the right one, and it's the one that came down the middle of the track to beat Flower of Scotland, which toughed it out admirably, and behind them is I'm Icy in 3rd placing. 4th went to 14. Gee, that was a run. Reverend John against the pattern from last, or near enough to, on the home corner. The winner is by The Rock from Angel Lee for B. Cooper, ridden by Sean McGruddy for Brad Graham, and that's win number 7 from 43. Flower of Scotland by Doomsday from Hit by a Hurricane. Paige Kenny and Bo Banovic Edward second in, and I'm Icy by Frost Giant from Kapita Mac, Neville and Stephen Parnham. Now the margins, 3/4 by 2 1/4, 1:17.96 the time, 36.13 that back end 600 there, but surging late in the race, and a rider that's in a very good form at the moment, Sean McGruddy. Bringing us to the last at 5:20, 16.50 of the Ascot Racing Carnival Irish Day Handicap. Scratchings are 8, 13, 16, 17 and also 18, and Shelby Botel rides 15, Good Fortune. Well, speaking of good fortune, Brad Graham's experiencing a bit of that in recent weeks, Brittany.
Isn't he ever? Great form is Brad Graham. He is on strapping duties as well, so we'll have to walk with him as Tonka Tough comes in. We'll let Sean McGruddy jump off, and then we will grab a quick word from Brad, because as you mentioned, his team's just in wonderful form. And Tonka Tough, he said pre-race, he said, I'll talk to you after the race. So he was very confident in this horse, and the punters were too, was well supported late in betting. But as I mentioned pre-race, this horse was once an 81 rater. It's just been dropping ratings points as it's gone through. I'll walk with you, Brad, while you lead the horse around. But what was the secret today?
I just think dropping back in class was the big difference. You know, hasn't raced in the midweek for about 3 years, so that's what I thought it was.
You're pretty confident, weren't you? 1,600 down to 1,300. You just make sure you kept him fresh?
Yeah, I just kept him fresh, and I just picked that race out, you know, a couple of weeks ago. I thought, well, this race will suit him now. When he ran 4th 2 starts ago, was a really good run, and the other day he went terrible, and so I thought we'll go back to an easier race, and you know, he won pretty easy today, and so it was good.
Stable's in good form, well done.
Thank you very much.
Brad Graham, winning trainer and on strapping duties as well. And as we make our way over to the man of the moment, Sean McGrady, who's ridden half the card today. Sean, you should get married more often. How good's this?
Yeah, Julia just said the same thing. But no, look, I had 3 nice chances, and ultimately it'd just be nice to have 3 chances every time you come to the races.
Talk us through the run today. Brad was very confident in the chances of the horse. Did you share that confidence?
Yeah, look, he drew a little bit sticky, and as it was, I didn't get to one off, but I had cover, 3 depth cover, and Parnham's horse kept sort of moving forward, so I was able to track it up, and yeah, he was too good for him in the run home.
Really nice day in the saddle. Well done.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brittany.
Sean McGrady and Brad Graham combine with Tonka Tough to salute for the punters. It was well supported late. Race number 6. One more to come here from Belmont.